on two. Ready? Hey!
Welcome back.
What's the deal? We back again for our preseason breakdown. We got another good episode, man. We did the SEC. We did the Big Ten, so now it's time for the Atlantic Coast Conference. All right, so it should be fun. Breaking down all of the conferences in college football, so it's going to be great. So y'all get strapped in because should be a long show, but ACC's got a lot of interesting storylines. So, but before we get started, man, how you doing?
Good. We are inching closer and closer to the college football season. So if you like this kind of content, make sure to smash that like button, follow, and subscribe across all major platforms. If you're watching live right now, you can see all of our social media handles at the bottom. Feel free to check those out and subscribe as well. If you are on YouTube, when you subscribe, make sure to hit that bell notification. So every time we go live like this, every time we do community polls, every time we do a live stream, shorts, you get the first notification. Don't take the stairs, take the elevator. You know, we're on the road to 40K subs before the end of the year. Make sure to subscribe to that. We just crossed 150 million lifetime views on YouTube. So thank you guys for that. But yeah, we're taking care of the ACC today. Next week, we're going to have an interview. We'll get into that later on. And then we have the Lone Star Conference. We have our college football prediction show. And then we'll break down the AFC, NFC, Super Bowl, and then we're right back in the season. So, like I said, if you like this kind of content, like, follow, and subscribe.
Yeah, man, and check out them community posts, man. We do a lot of stuff on there. We got I've been doing my top 10 list for the positions. A lot of feedback. Some people mad because their team's not in there, Chris. But it's like it's not your list; it's my list. So
wait till the top 25 drops. We're gonna have each of our own top 25, so you guys can go at us about that too. So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that should be fun, man. And then, like I said, check out those lists, man. I think I'm finished with college. I ain't too much worried about punters for real. I mean, everybody from Australia anyway. So, but I ain't too much worried about punters. So probably just start the NFL after that. So,
And
but that's
you guys
neither
like
here.
debates and stuff. They got a bunch of the polls and stuff. Those are posted damn near daily. So a lot of cool stuff there.
Yes, sir. All right, so let's get this going, man. All right, so we're doing good. Subscriber numbers going up. So y'all keep helping us get to the road, get to 40K. We're almost there. So y'all keep it going. But let's get it going. All right. Oh shit, I forgot to put the big but
the
but
Big
that's
Ten
all right.
ACC breakdown.
Yeah, the Big Ten. They got shit.
They've taken over the ACC.
Technically.
It's invasion. It's invasion, WWE style. Like they take it over.
Yeah, my bad. But y'all get the message though. Y'all see the rest of the video, man. It happens, man. When you edit it real fast, sometimes you miss some stuff. But all right, man. So let's talk about the ACC. So obviously we gotta talk about Notre Dame as well because they play a lot of ACC schools. So we'll add them into it. We'll do them since we don't really. I mean, what it'd be a 20-minute episode talking about maybe 10-minute episode talking about the independents because there's only two teams in there.
Actually, I think there's three now. I think there's a third one. I'm not sure, but I don't know. They were talking about adding a third one, but
I'm like, whatever though. But we're gonna talk about the ACC, man. So for our audio listeners, man, on the screen we got the returning stars on offense, man. Like I said, there's a lot to choose from, man. So I just wanted to pick some some guys that I know are gonna be important for their team this season. So we got C.J. Carr, quarterback of Notre Dame. Got Malachi Tony, receiver, Miami. We got Mark Fletcher Jr., running back, Miami. We got Lance Robinson, interior lineman, Louisville, big player. Um, then we got Anthony, I want to say Knapp from Notre Dame. He's one of their biggest returning players. I think he's going to be important. We got Kevin Jennings. He's coming back for his senior season at SMU. And then we got Jerron Kiwe Sagaputelli. I want to say that's his name.
That actually sounded pretty damn good.
So we got he's a quarterback of Cal. Had a very good season to start his career, and a very big re-sign for Tosh Lapoy. I think that getting him back was big. And then we finish off with C.J. Bailey from what's that? No,
North
NC
Carolina
State.
State, NC
Yeah,
State.
yeah, NC State. Who's gonna be a big time player if Dave Dorian is gonna get out of this 8 win hole, So, what you think?
So everybody's going to talk about Malachi Tony. I mean, he's on the cover of College Football 27. He's a very electric player, but I'm not going to focus so much on him. I think CJ Carr could be good. I think there are a lot of things there, but I'm not subscribing this early. I want to see how he handles things this year, if he's going to make a leap forward in his game. Notre Dame's got a lot of weapons, especially at the skill positions like receiver, especially like former NFL players' kids that committed to Notre Dame. So they got a lot of really good talent there. I'm not really sold on him yet, but we'll see. Fletcher's a baller at running back. I mean, he torched numerous teams last year, especially down the stretch in the playoffs, man. Love some Mark Fletcher. But the two biggest ones for me, like that I expect big things from, is one, Jennings. He's been here before. Love what they're doing there at SMU. Surprised their coach hasn't left yet. We had a lot of chatter about that in the offseason. He didn't leave, so expect next time the coaching carousel comes around, he may be on the train out of there. I don't know, but I love Kevin Jennings. I love his talent. I love what he can do. I expect SMU to make a jump this year. I think they could possibly be a dark horse in the ACC, but I really like C.J. Bailey as well. I don't feel like people are talking about him. His skill set is dangerous. He's got a great arm. He's athletic. He can make plays. NC State's just kind of that weird hang around the middle kind of team. They could be a sleeper or they could underachieve. So a lot to unpack there, but like the two biggest ones that I really want to see what they're going to do is definitely Jennings and Bailey, and we already know Fletcher's going to ball out as well.
All right, so for me, man, out of all these guys, man, I would say I want to see what Jerron and Kyle can do, right? So I want to say I don't know his first name, but Coach Wilcox was let go. But he did have he had a pretty interesting run with Cal, so I was surprised that they got rid of him. Like, I mean, he wasn't the best, but I mean, they also in between that move conferences as well.
I think they're looking for a fresh start, honestly.
So that's not surprising, but I'm looking at Jerron from Cal, and I want to see what he can do because he's got a lot of good in it, right?
Louis a lefty.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, so and then when I'm looking at the returning stars, man, I really like uh Kevin Jennings, right? I think he's been there 4 years now, right? For the most part. So this is gonna be his peak of his powers, right? And as we get into the defensive side, SMU has a really good team, man. They got a lot of good pieces, and on defense, they are really coming together, right? That's why I think the head coach is going to be one of the hottest commodities out there because he's put together a pretty good team, and they got to the playoffs a couple years ago, so that lets you know like they pretty good. So, all right, so but that's it, man. I do like C.J. Bailey too, man.
He's got a lot of upside. He's
raw.
Man, he's raw talent.
Yeah, people don't understand he's 6'6", man. Like, and when
I'm saying he's a mismatch.
Yeah. So when you have a he's not like Jamarcus Russell 6'6", right? Where
No, but
where you big but you
mhm.
don't really move well. He
Well,
moves well.
he can move, and he's got a strong arm.
Yeah. So and the fact that Dave Dorian has like a really wide open offense, like that makes it fun, right? So
Mhm.
I do think Notre Dame's gonna be probably a playoff team because if
They
they're good
made that.
enough, yeah, I mean if they're good enough to like be in the top five, they're
Well,
gonna be a
well,
playoff
you
team.
seen the rule change, that stupid thing where if they're ranked like at 12, they get an automatic bid. Yeah. So they had to make like an exception, which I thought was really dumb. But we're not going to talk about that.
The old Josh Allen rule.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel bad for you, and you're an old brand. So let's just give you a handout because you salty because y'all didn't get in.
That's really what it is, man. I'm like, dude, y'all lost to I want to say they lost to Miami, the head to head. So
And they wanted to have the advantage of getting in because Miami had dropped a game later, something like that. And I'm like, nah, they got the win advantage over y'all.
yeah, like head to
You're not
head
getting over
matters.
them. Head to head has to matter, and that was ridiculous. And
I was like, why are we even talking
I'm
about this?
like, and I'm not gonna get into it, but me and you went back and forth. Feels like for a month, where we're like, just join a conference. Then, if it's in doubt and you got to get a handout, then just join the
Yeah,
AC. Just join the ACC, and you could win the ACC every year and get an automatic bid.
yeah, shit. They need. Yeah, that's probably the best bet.
It would
Shit.
be. I mean, they play like you said. We got them in this video because they play a lot of ACC games. It'll be a freaking cakewalk for them. It's not like they're not talented. But it would leave there would be nothing in doubt at that point. It's like, okay, well, you won the conference. Dope. You're in.
I would love those Catholic versus convict games though.
Hell yeah.
Like that would be fun. But all right, let's get into the defense. So it's a lot of defensive players that I really like. I'm going through a lot of lists and a lot of reports and all of that. So I kind of it's a lot. So y'all gotta bear with me. All right. So on the screen we're talking about the returning stars on defense, man. So we got Melcart, Abdul Ja'ad, we'll say that. Right, he's with
North Carolina.
North Carolina. We'll get into them, but I think he had 10 sacks last season, so that's pretty good. Will Helt is like one of Clemson's best defenders. We'll get into Clemson a lot later because you're gonna see where I'm going when you see the graphic. But he's gonna be a pretty good prospect. We got Bryce Fitzgerald, Miami, 6 interceptions last year as a freshman. So does he have a sophomore slump or does he continue to get better? I don't know. Virginia Tech's got a man in the middle, Kamari Copeland. Then we got Brandon Nicholson, Stanford. I think he's one of the best corners in the ACC. Period. He probably won't get much shine because Stanford's probably going to be terrible. But if you're scouting and you're watching the game, he's going to be good, right? We got Langston Hardy and Gabe Kirsch from Wake Forest. I think they're going to cause havoc all season throughout the ACC, man. Those two guys combined for I want to say like almost 20 sacks apiece last season. And Wake Forest surprised everybody with 9 wins. So
Mhm.
if they can get really good production out of those two, I'm really excited. But the biggest group that I think should have the most success, right, is SMU. They returned three pretty much all-star level linebackers, right?
Mhm.
Alexander Kilgore, who I want to say I think he's the senior of the group, and then Brandon Booker and Brandon
Maizano.
Mazzano.
Yeah.
So all three of them make SMU's defense almost top level, top three in the conference, if you would say. They already have a pretty explosive offense, if you ask me. So I'm excited, man. Like this, the ACC's got some really, really good players, man. Specifically on defense. What you think?
I mean, just let's yeah, can't talk. I love Kamari Copeland, but I mean, from the outside looking in, dude, SMU, like, I just really they have like their collegiate version of the Dome Patrol. Like, that's how elite that linebacker core is. And Rhett Lashley has just been stacking talent in the background, and nobody's wanted to talk about it. Nobody's been looking at that. But that's why I said I think SMU is a sleeper to win the conference because they're just loaded. Offensively, defensively, like they're gonna have a lot of other teams are gonna have a lot of trouble containing guys like this on defense and being able to stop SMU's offense. I just think they're a really well balanced team and they're well coached too. Everybody on this page is great. I love Fitzgerald. The fact that he had like a Derek Stingley type freaking freshman year, I like that. Guy from North Carolina. They have some studs. They're kind of getting overshadowed by obviously Belichick being there and maybe not being as good as they wanted to be in year one. But there's definitely a lot of good things to see here. But for me, it's SMU, like hands down.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I was just looking at the list and everything. And a lot of lists, a lot of reports of ACC kind of football and stuff. And SMU, I was like, dude, why is nobody talking about?
Dude, nobody.
Nobody's talking about they got a senior quarterback
Mm-hmm.
who probably at this point understands the system like the back of his hand.
Underrated.
And then they got like three really good linebackers. Like some teams want
Look at
just
that
one.
one. Yep. See, me
But
and you are on the same spectrum.
yeah, they got three guys coming back ready to play. So I'm excited, man, to see what they can do, man. Because they get in the playoffs, man, and they're healthy. Those three linebackers, now I wouldn't say they all are first rounders per se,
But the
but
talent is there.
I mean, in the first 150 picks, they could definitely all get drafted. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't really know what to make of Kevin Jennings like pro potential, right? But I really think it's probably closer to Teddy Bridgewater, if you ask me. And
He
that's not bad.
I think he's got more athletic ability than Teddy did. Like,
Yeah.
I think he can do more. Teddy was like more mental, like very smart, make good decisions. Jennings is kind of like a wild card because he can throw, he can scramble. Still feels like there's some development that needs to happen there in the passing game and just making good decisions. But for the most part, I love him as a talent. If he comes out this year and SMU makes the playoffs and he plays well, I would look. I think this year we talked about it. I think last week that you could probably you could probably have four quarterbacks going the first round. I don't necessarily think that he's one of those guys, but if he plays really well, like I'm saying, then he could definitely be a day two guy. Somebody will take a chance on a guy with upside like that. I really like him. I just want to see him make some more progression as a passer and just being able to just deliver when it matters. That's the biggest thing for me.
All right. No, that's fair. That's fair.
I like SMU though a lot.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
It's good to see, especially after all the death penalty and stuff back in the day. So
Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, so the newcomers to the Atlantic Coast Conference, man. So we got Justice Haynes on his third school, but I think this might be his best. He's transferring to Georgia Tech.
mm-hmm.
Um, Cooper Barkate, and Darian Mensah take their talents to Miami. That should be fun. Cooper had, I want to say, 1,000 yards. And then I want to say what Mensah can do, right? But we'll break that down a little bit later. But we got Alberto Mendoza, Fernando's little brother, takes his talents to Georgia Tech. And then Georgia Tech steals some more. They had a very good transfer portal, if you ask
Mm-hmm.
me. They
Coach Key.
steal Jalen Mbakwe from Alabama. Um, he didn't play much, man. Could never break through that glass ceiling, should I say? So here, I think he'll have some really good success, right? And then Virginia Tech, like I told you, they had a man on defense. Well, they got a man on offensive line as well. Jamarian McCrimmon is big man, big guy. Right? I'm not sure if he's playing tackle or guard, whatever. Just
Big
run to
body
his
though.
side every time.
Just let him take care of the dirty work.
Yeah, just let him run. Just run to his side all the time. So that's a big pickup from East Carolina. So for Virginia Tech, should I say? But I'm excited about to see what Mendoza can do, man. Because there's a lot to like about him, right? It seems like he's got a natural leadership style to him, right? And for Georgia Tech coming off of Haynes King, right? Who, if you look at his numbers, is one of the best quarterbacks in ACC history. You know,
Mhm.
7,000 passing yards, like almost
Bunch of rushing
3,000.
yards.
Yeah, about almost
All the
3,000
rushing
rushing yards.
touchdowns too.
Yeah, so I want to see what kind of offense they have because I don't know much about Mendoza's running ability, but I know passing the ball he's gonna be okay, right? But what you thinking?
So this is just a further statement that me and you were literally the same person. We just different colors. Uh, Georgia Tech, like that's literally what's going to be my talking point. Is that I think Haynes can thrive in Brent Key's offense because of how much he emphasizes in the trenches on the offensive line and the defensive line. I think Haynes will be good. I don't, like you said, I'm not sure what kind of offense they're going to run. I don't think they're going to be able to run that same kind of option style. Like I said, I don't think he's as mobile or shifty as Haynes King. Haynes King was really just running everywhere through everybody. I think they might still be able to implement some of that, but it might not be as like I'm not gonna say as effective, but as much. Probably gonna have to do more passing. You have to really put the ball maybe in the air a little bit more. I think they're gonna be good, but man, I really want to see how because Miami's offense has a lot of potential. A lot of potential because Mensa has got really good talent. You get Cooper to come in from Duke too. Miami's already got Tony. They've already got Homeboy in the backfield. They've got talent on the offensive line. They have all kinds of talent on defense. Like, there's a lot of potential to see a really electric offense in Miami this year. And if that offense is hitting on all cylinders, going down the stretch, they make the playoffs. That team could be really dangerous because just the level of talent that's there. I want to see what Mario Cristobal is going to cook up for them.
The worst quarterback, shit, probably Boston College, dog. Like they ain't really, I
It's
ain't
not.
heard.
It's not. Yeah. Yeah, that is. Well, no, don't they have who transferred in there? Cam wasn't that Alabama guy transferred there? Or am I
Yeah, but that
confused?
was a few years ago.
That
You
was
talking about
last year, earlier.
Lonergan? You talking about
That was last
Lonergan?
year. Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah, I
I'd
don't
probably
know,
say
man.
Boston College then, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. Everybody else, I
yeah,
feel like for the most part, they have like not as many question marks. I think
yeah.
Justice Haynes is going to be good at Georgia Tech. I think he's going to run really well there.
I agree. I agree, man. But I
I
think
love those. I love them ECU jerseys though, man. That's nice.
yeah, it feels real
Love
old
ECU.
school.
It does. I love the purple and yellow. All
All
right.
right, so like I said, let's talk about the new coaches in the Atlantic Coast Conference. So Tosh Lapoy, we'll start with him, man. I know him well, being an Alabama guy. Um, Surprised he left Alabama to go to the NFL because I felt like he was on the defensive coordinator to high profile job track. But I think it only helped, it
Mm-hmm.
only helped them with more experience. So by the time, Cal came calling, like he's already ready,
He's
in a sense.
prepared.
Yeah, and like if you don't really follow recruiting, like we do per se, um, he's one of the ace level recruiters on the West Coast. Like
Mm-hmm.
when there's a 5-star blue chipper that Nick Saban needed, all they do is sick Tosh Lapoy on him, right? And his range goes way further than just the West Coast. He reaches
Mm-hmm.
out to Hawaii too, because he had to go to Hawaii to get Jerron back. So that's how far his range is, right? So I expect Cal, although they are a tough school to get into academically, which is fine. That's what you're supposed to do, right? But he's going to get him some smart ballers, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a defensive guy, so they're going to be kind of nasty as long as he can keep getting those athletes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we got James Franklin at Virginia Tech now. I think that's the perfect spot for him. He is in a very good spot, if you ask me, because when you think about the DMV, that's DC, Maryland, Virginia area, right? He already recruited well there. He got a lot of guys there from Penn State. So James Franklin is like, now I'm closer. Now I really can get all them guys to stay home, right? Might not be that well for Tony Elliott and the Cavaliers, but I do think those recruiting battles should be fun if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
So then we got Tavita Pritchard. He's actually played at Stanford back in the day. I want to say '06 to '09 or something like that. So he's back as the head ball coach, right? This is Andrew Luck's first official hire for real as the general manager of the school. So I think they starting over from scratch, and why not start over with a familiar face? What you think?
I really like the Lapoy hire, but James Franklin, that's a glove. Like if there's a definition of someone landing on their feet, that's James Franklin. When I look at, we talked about Penn State last week and how it felt like we regressed in Happy Valley. Man, this is the most beneficial hire of the offseason. Virginia Tech steps up and gets a really good head coach who's a really good recruiter, and James Franklin gets to go somewhere where there's a lot less pressure and he can reach a lot of those players he was already able to reach. Like, I think out of any of these guys in year one, we'll get into Virginia Tech more, but I just really love the fit. I love what he was. Man, he hit the tires running. As soon as he signed with them, it was immediate. He's already recruiting. He's already flipping guys. He's already signing guys. I like James Franklin a lot, and it's good to see him somewhere where I feel like he's really appreciated, and they're really going to give him the tools and give him what he wants to be able to win and be successful there. And we'll see what Stanford's going to do, man. Stanford's just in a weird spot. I don't think they're a good fit in this conference, and with their academic standards, it definitely hurts. They still pull in really good athletes, but man, between them and Cal, they've struggled. But I feel like the future's a bit brighter for Cal going forward in the short term compared to Stanford. I feel like they just have a lot more question marks and kinks for Andrew Luck and staff to figure out.
Yeah, nah, I just think they gotta start over, man. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, David Shaw had them pretty good for a long time.
And then it
Uh,
fell off.
yeah, they moved conferences, and now it's kind of hard to
It's a good program. I mean,
Yeah,
great players came through. I mean,
Stanford's got a couple Heisman winners, a couple first
a
overall
couple Hall of
picks,
Famers.
a couple Hall of Famers. They got doctors, lawyers, all-time great coaches, all kind of stuff. So the 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 lineage of really good football and really good people is there at Stanford. So once they tap into that, I think they'll be all right. All right, let's see. Getting into all right. So we getting into the last year's standings, right? So you're not don't adjust your TVs or cell phones or whatever. Yes, Duke is the ACC defending that
Yeah,
champion.
adjust your glasses. It's there.
Yes, a
It's
lot
there.
of good teams, and like I said, Duke won the ACC last year in a crazy tiebreaker scenario, like one of the craziest I've ever seen.
We definitely
Um,
didn't predict that.
yeah, but they ended up winning, which was pretty cool. The funny part is that either Virginia or Duke was going to win the conference, but neither of them were going to make the playoff.
Man, at one point, Virginia was on pace to win the conference and make the playoff if the dominoes would have fell correctly. They didn't have the best strength of schedule, but it would have been interesting It felt like Georgia Tech had that for a while. In the beginning of the season, it seemed like SMU was going to be that team. It's like it jumped every couple of weeks. It's like, no, this team's the team. No, this team's the team. You know what I mean? It was up in the air, which made it cool. You know.
I agree, man. But this year, man, I think it's a little different. We'll get into our prediction a little later. But that's the standings from last year, so y'all can use that as a reference as we move forward, man. All right, let's get into that.
Team breakdowns.
All right, man. So we start off with the champion for the conference. So we start with Duke, man. All right. So Duke is the gateway job. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, God damn, I'm trying to record this shit. This shit ass. That shit won't work, man. There we go. All right. Now, but we start with Duke, man. Duke is the gateway job. I think they've had plenty of coaches. Spurrier is coach there.
Mike Elko.
Mike Elko coached there, got a new job, right? It's the gateway job. If you do good at Duke on their football side, you could get another job better, right? You struggle at Duke, yeah, you might not get another one, right? Because if you can't handle Duke, you can't handle anything else, right? But Manny Diaz has done real good. I think him coming from Miami was kind of we kind of felt the writing was on the wall, but we all knew that they wanted Cristobal, right? So it wasn't wasn't necessarily Manny. It was just what they wanted in a sense. So we'll see. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I like Nate Shepard though. I like him. He got over 1,000 yards as a freshman. So like I said, it's a gateway job for coaches. It's also a gateway job for players too. It seems. So if he has another good season, he probably will be one of the highest rated transfers out there. You know. So that should be real interesting. What do you think about Duke, man?
I love Manny Diaz. I love what they did last year. I thought they overachieved. I don't think anybody had this on their bingo card. If you did, you're more than likely lying. Uh,
Unless you're a Duke fan, like if you're a
yeah.
Duke fan,
Well, y'all don't count.
yeah,
But
you're gonna be like,
we
our
won't
team
do
wins
that.
every year.
They should have put us in the playoff. But no. But
No, man, you can't do
my thing is it's gonna be really hard for them to do repeat. I mean, you lost Mensa, you lost one of your stud receivers. You know, you lost some good talent to the NFL draft. I think Duke with Manny Diaz, he's gonna be good regardless. I think he can do more with less. I think the conference got better as a whole, which we're gonna get into. I definitely I could see Duke being anywhere between 7 and 9 wins. I know they lost some key players, but I really like what he's cooking down there. I think that even if they don't have pieces, that they're going to find ways to win, and they're well disciplined and they know how to win those games. If he has another winning year, like 7, 8 wins, I think Manny Diaz might be on the way out. I think he might be getting an upgrade, and then we'll see someone else come to fill in this role, and then the cycle will continue. But I like Duke. They're not necessarily my favorite in the conference, but it would not surprise me if they can find themselves around the 8 win mark this coming year.
I agree with that. I agree with that. They're gonna be tough anyway, man. But
Mhm.
Nate Shepard's good, man. He's good.
They're gonna
I
have to
like
lean on
him.
that run game a little bit since Mensa's gone. So
I I would say so because I don't know who's playing quarterback, but Mensa's pretty good, man. All right, let's get into the next school. It should be God damn, I don't want to go. All right. Should be
ooh,
Virginia, man.
the former team of Aaron Brooks.
Yeah, man. So I don't know what to say about Virginia, man, because we picked them to be ass last year, man. But they flipped it on the head, man. They won. They won in conference, man. They really beat up on a lot of teams. Now I don't think they played the toughest teams in the conference,
Their strength of schedule wasn't the greatest.
but
Hey, 11 wins to 11 wins.
yeah, they got 11 wins,
Seven
man.
and one in
So
conference.
So yeah, man. So Tony Elliott, man, he's kind of rubbing off the stink of Dabo Sweeney's assistants, man, because they were not very good. But he started off pretty good, man. Like I said, they ended up winning the Gator Bowl against Missouri, and then they ended up taking Missouri's quarterback away. So, and if you watched last season, man, Bo Perbula was pretty good before that leg injury. So, he's only going to help, and I think the competition dips down a little bit. So I expect him to be pretty good, though. What you
Yeah,
think?
obviously they overachieved our expectations. I think we had them towards the bottom. I really like what they did. Like you said, they didn't have the strongest schedule, but they surprised us every week until they kind of collapsed at the end. But I mean, 11 wins is 11 wins. That's a great season. I think Bo Pribula was one of the better passers before he got hurt. I think he could be very valuable in a Virginia Cavalier offense. And I still think Virginia, see, you want to see, are you going to be able to keep up that same level of intensity and win those games, or are we going to see a regression? But I feel like getting Pribula is really going to help your offense thrive. I think Virginia comes in as one of the favorites to win the conference. I could see them in the 9 to 10 win range.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I can see that. But I think more so, I think closer to 8 or 9 though, because like I said, the ACC got really good, and I think it's gonna kind of look like the SEC of sorts, where every team can get plucked at any time.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's what it was. That's what it was like last year. It kept you
yeah,
on pins and needles the whole year. Felt like.
yeah. So but let's get into the next school, man. And then we gotta talk
Yeah,
about,
me.
man, the championship runner up, man. So give your take on the Hurricanes. What you think?
I think all Miami did was get better. I
For
don't think
real.
they're losing. Look, don't get me wrong. They lost some great players in the draft, a la Ruben Bain, a la some other good players as well. I think it was a guy who went to the Chargers. Forget his name, another defensive lineman. But all
No,
Miami
he's
did was
not Messidor.
Messidor, yeah.
Yeah.
I, dude, I really like Miami. They're really talented on defense, but I love this offense. They're so well balanced. You've got good receivers, solid receivers, a good running game, and now you have a quarterback who could be one of the better passers in the country, not just in the conference. Uh, I think Miami is another favorite to win, probably my favorite to win the conference. I definitely see Miami probably in the 10 to 11 wins if everything clicks and they don't hit any speed bumps. Actually, I want to see their schedule. I only did this a couple times last week, but I am just curious. I don't know if you are, but let's see. Because I seen it earlier, but I didn't look at it. Let's see. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, we start out the year at Stanford. I'll take that as a win. We got home against Florida A&M. That's a win. We got to go to Wake Forest. I think Wake Forest could be a surprise team, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They have too much. So 3-0. We got home against Central Michigan. That's a dub. Although I think Central Michigan could be, they're one of those teams. We got to go to Clemson. Now, there's a lot of question marks with Clemson this year. Okay. We got home against Florida State. That's a big question mark there. We got home against Pittsburgh. Love what they got going on up there. We got to go see Bill Belichick in Chapel Hill Bill. We got at Notre Dame, so we get that rematch in November. That's going to be a really good game. We got home against Duke. We got home against Virginia Tech. And then we finish out the year home against Boston College. So most
You
of
can
their
beat the shit out of them.
oh yeah. And it's at home. So I mean
Yeah.
they don't have a crazy schedule. They really don't. There's only maybe like 2 or 3 games that I'm like, okay. So yeah, I think I'd feel very comfortable having them around the 10 to 11 win range. I don't know about you.
No, I'll go 10-11. I think they probably top 4 in the first playoff, though. I
Mm-hmm.
think they top 4 for real. Because like I said, I expect them. By the time we get to when's Notre Dame, win that game against Notre Dame. What day is it?
November, like first week of November, like the
So
7th.
yeah, so by the time that game comes around, we should be getting ready for the first
College football
regulars.
playoff. Yeah.
So they should be maybe even one or two. They should be really good.
Oh, because they're going to be almost undefeated at that point. Depending if they drop that one to Clemson. That's the only real test up to that point, I feel like.
Yeah, true. But they're gonna be a good team, man. I think Mark Fletcher, Tony, and then Tony's gonna have a lot more one-on-one matchups with the guy they brought in from Duke. So
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna get off. Then you kind of spread them out, and then you seen what Fletcher could do when the box is not loaded.
Oh, he's running through everybody.
Yeah,
And he's a
man. Like,
downhill guy, so he's just
yeah,
running straight through the holes.
yeah. So like he's not no flashy runner, man. He gets straight
I
to the
love it.
point.
I love his style though. That's old
Yeah,
school.
yeah. Like he the way
Smashing.
he was running, so I was like, yo, so y'all not gonna tackle
Oh, that
him?
was on what he ran all over A&M. I think he
Yeah.
ran all over them.
Like it felt like
Everybody.
Cristobal was like, all right, man, Cooper can't fucking pass. So all right, we just gonna run this motherfucker.
Oh, you
like
talking about Carson?
we having a real Carson, I mean, my bad. Like
Cooper Beck.
Cooper Beck, that's probably his creative player.
His
But
burner account.
Carson, like, he probably like, man, Carson having a bad day, man. Let me just feed this dude, man.
And that was the best thing he could have did because they murdered them in the run game. That was terrible. Could not stop him.
Shit, nobody could. Every game they played, he had like 100 yards.
Yeah, but he ran for like 2 something in that game, I believe.
Yeah, that was nasty though.
But I like Miami though, for sure.
Yeah, I do too. I think they the team to beat, man. All right, so not too much because we kind of talked about Georgia Tech a little bit and what they brought in. But I guess we could kind of talk about Brent Key and what he's kind of changed about Georgia Tech football. Obviously last year we wanted them to, be in the ACC title game, but they had some stumbles late and also lost to Georgia in the rivalry game. But it should be interesting to see. I thought they had good running backs, but Justice Haynes is a different kind of running back.
Mm-hmm.
So he's actually like a second round, third round type running back, if you ask me, man. Oh my god. Like that's terrible. That was a terrible take. I was like, dude, I'm not arguing with Chris about my list,
Well,
man,
Chris
because
is the master of terrible takes, so
like
like
every list, literally every list that I put out
yeah,
there,
I agree.
Chris is like,
But
no, it's
you're talking
terrible.
about terrible takes. Terry show is terrible talks sports. Chris should be terrible talks Chris. No, terrible takes Chris.
That's like every
Everyone.
list
I seen
is
everyone.
like, no, a Vandy player should be in there. I'm like, dog, y'all don't have the best players, bro.
No.
Like
You got a
just
really good
because,
quarterback though, but
yeah, but like, no, man. Every list. I
bro
was
was
just,
like, yeah, but no.
I'm like, yo, all right. I'm just waiting on this comment. No,
It's
no,
coming.
yeah, literally. But nah, man. But Brent Key, I think they're gonna be good. I could say I don't know if they get to 9 wins again, but I think they could finish top 4 in the conference though. I'd be comfortable saying that. Yeah, I know you got Miami in there. Um,
We're gonna touch on
and
the other teams, but
yeah, but
yeah.
yeah, I can see Georgia Tech in there, man. I like.
I love Brent Key. Probably one of my favorite coaches in all of college football. Wish we still had Haynes King. But I think Georgia Tech's still really talented. You're going to have a really well-coached team in the trenches. Offensive line guy. They're going to be good up front. They're going to be able to run the ball. Kind of touched on it earlier. Don't really necessarily know what to expect from Mendoza. I want to see there. I think they'll be good on defense. They need to get better on defense because last year that's kind of what cost them down the stretch. The defense started to kind of crumble a little bit. So we'll see. But I could definitely see. I think Georgia Tech gets 8 wins. I think so. I wouldn't give them 9 or more because I think they have question marks, and a lot of other teams got better.
Yeah, no.
But yeah,
I like them now.
I
I
love
like.
Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I
Pop
do
Tarts
too.
Bowl. That's like Cam's favorite bowl game, the Pop Tarts Bowl.
Yes, sir. I love me some Pop Tart, man. All right, man.
Ooh.
So we talk about the top 4 teams in the ACC, man. Uh, SMU is gonna be on that list, right? They returned obviously Rhett Lashley, who's probably one of the top 5 offensive minds in college football.
Mm-hmm.
Most certainly one of the best offensive coaches. Kevin Jennings is the one of the best senior quarterbacks out there. So good there. But this linebacking core, man, as we talked about,
Nasty.
I think it's gonna be trouble. I don't remember you saying SMU on Miami's schedule, right? So I don't remember you saying that name. So
Mm-mm.
I can expect them to be in the ACC championship game, whether that's against Miami or not. But I think at the point when we play that game, both teams should be vying for a playoff spot.
Mm-hmm.
And what we know about the playoff committee is that they don't punish you for losing your conference title game. So both teams probably should make the playoff, man. But I like what SMU is doing. Like I said, that linebacking core has me excited about what they can do. And like I said, having a senior quarterback, man, that's not like what's the word? Not like a guy that just waited his turn and then finally gets to
He's
start.
got a lot of experience.
Yeah, he's been a starter for damn near 4 years. So, like, I'm excited, man.
So I just want to go through SMU schedule. This is one of the only other ones I'm gonna do, but Cam, I think you're gonna like this. They open up the gate at Florida State, week 1. I think they can
That's a
take that.
dub.
That'll be
That's
good.
that's a
They got
dub.
they got home against UC Davis. That's a dub. Interesting one. They got to go to Louisville. That could be a fight.
Yeah,
They
Louisville
got
got a scrappy team.
they got Montana State at home.
Shit,
Dub.
that might not be as easy as you think.
No, but I mean, let's just go out on a limb and say they win that game.
They're going to win, but
You said a beatdown. They got home against Boston College.
that's a dub.
Now this is where things start getting interesting. You get home against Virginia. That's an interesting game. I like that game. That's in October. You got home against Cal. Another interesting matchup.
Yeah,
We got to go
yeah,
to Syracuse. Another interesting matchup.
yeah.
We got home against Virginia Tech. That's another really interesting game. Then we got home against Wake Forest. Sleeper team, maybe. We got to
Yeah,
go to Notre Dame. Probably going to take an ass whooping there.
yeah, that's
Maybe.
gonna be tough. But if you win that one,
Boy, if you win that, you're going to skyrocket the polls.
yeah.
And then you finish out the year at Stanford.
All right. So best case scenario, they lose 2 before the ACC title game, right?
I think they could win 9-10 games, Cam. I really think they can. This is like one of the most balanced teams in the conference. I think 9 or 10 wins and a spot in the ACC championship is definitely plausible.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I think they can make the playoff, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We doing good, Terry.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm not even gonna say no. I'm gonna go 10. Give me 10 wins for SMU. Set it in
Okay.
stone.
All right, I can rock with that. Like I said, I think they're gonna be good, man. I haven't heard people talking about them too much, man. But let's talk about Pat Narduzzi, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the most tenured coaches in the ACC. I don't know if he might be second. He might be
In the
second.
country, he's one of the more tenured coaches. Narduzzi's been in
'Cause
Pittsburgh for a
I
while.
know Dabo is close to 20 years, right?
But Narduzzi's been well over a decade now.
Yeah, he got 12. He had 12
Yeah.
years, something like that, 12, 13. So, but like I said, Pitt is like I said, they lost their kicker. He
Mm.
went to Michigan, right?
Lost Holstein too.
Yeah. But they bring in this guy, Mason Henschel. So they run kind of a wide open offense, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it should be interesting. But one thing about Pitt under Narduzzi, they just a scrappy team.
Mm-hmm.
Just a scrappy team, man. Like they don't win all the time. I think last year they had a bunch of games where they didn't score nothing and then got scored on quite a bit.
In favorable games too, games that you think they should be able to like not win with ease, but they should win.
Yeah, but I like the way they play good defense, man. Like Pitt always a scrappy defensive team, right? If they get you in a dog fight, you in trouble. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, if you just come out there and just smack them in the mouth already, then that's cool. But if you let them hang around, they might beat you.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't gonna call them the boogeyman of the division, but like they're a tough team, man. And I really like what Pat Narduzzi does, man. Like I've seen them play real good, I've seen them play real bad. I've seen them against Louisville, like they had like 2 or 3 pick sixes in the game, bro. So like I'm excited to see what they could do, man. I do think it take a step back a little bit because I'm not really sure how good Mason is, but I do think 7, 8 wins is still possible.
Yeah, that's in the ballpark of where I was at. I feel like I just have some question marks. I know what I'm probably going to get. Just what have you done for me lately, or just in his tenure in general? And like you said, they are physical, they are scrappy, they're gonna fight. But boy, when they freaking take a big fat L, boy, them L's is big. And they're usually in games that you feel like, oh man, they're the favorite. But I feel like the last couple of years we've had, man, it's like, man, they got Holstein, they got these guys, man, they're about to freaking whoop everybody. And then you're getting past the halfway point, and it's like, okay, Pittsburgh's shaping up to be a good team. They're probably going to be in the ACC championship game. And then they go into a game they probably should win or be very competitive, and they get blown out. I feel like that's kind of been a weird trend over the last couple of years. I feel like they have a lot of question marks, but we know what we're going to expect. At least we know what tendencies and what they're going to do. I think 7, 8 wins is conservative, and I'm okay to agree with you on that.
All right, bet. All right, moving along, man. All right,
Cool.
so Louisville's another team, man. That they they gotta take the next step, right? Now, offensively, Jeff Brom has always have some stud, right? Feel like he can squeeze out anything with any quarterback he has, right? I think he was at Purdue, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Purdue been trying to figure it out since he left, right? Um, so Louisville gets some good players. Like I said, they got a good interior lineman this year, so they should run a little bit better, right? Now I don't know too much about Lincoln Keenholz. I don't know too much about him for real. But if anybody can get the best out of him, is Jeff Brown. And shit, his brother Brian Brown was a pretty good quarterback in his own right. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, if anybody can get the best out of him, I think it's those two. So I'm not. I don't know if they get 9 wins again, but I do. I feel comfortable saying that maybe they could be that third team in the ACC. Maybe.
I'll give them 8 because they're another team like Pitt that I know they're going to fight. And they're going to knock off one of them big teams. They always do. It's guaranteed. Like they're, and just really like what Jeff Brown's been doing. I feel like they've been building towards something. Like you said, I've kind of just been waiting for them to take that next step. And this year could be the year. They always have really talented players. They always rise to the occasion. We've just been waiting to see them ascend just a tier higher. So I think there's a possibility that they're in that conversation. But I'm going to go out on a limb and just say 8 wins just to be safe.
All right, I'll be comfortable with that too. you go. All right, man. So, like we mentioned before, man, Langston and Gabe are gonna be some terror twins for just about everybody in the ACC this year. Like I said, very crazy first season, man. I don't think anybody picked Wake Forest to have 9 wins. But shout out to Coach Dicker, man. He got them boys playing good, man. Um, like I don't know how good they gonna be, man. I just want to see. I just want to see these two defensive ends wreak some havoc, man. That's it. That's all I want to see.
I want to see them get another really good passer, like when they had Sam Hartman. Those were some really good teams. Now it's like they got really good defensive guys. I want to see the offense rise to the occasion. I mean, we did. I think this was another team that we talked about. Like had a lot of unknowns last year. Didn't feel like they were going to have a whole lot of success, but the ACC was nuts last year. I think that was one of the
Yeah,
funnest things to watch. We're SEC
yeah. It's
guys,
like what
but we were,
nine
bro.
wins from everybody
But like
almost.
me, like we're SEC guys, and if you guys go back and just you want to call BS, me and him are always going back and forth. Like, man, the ACC is fun. Like, man, we don't know what's going on. We were invested in Georgia Tech. Obviously, we both picked them to win the conference. But dude, going on the stretch is like, man, it's like the lottery. Like, it's just who's gonna have the lucky ball that comes out at the end because somebody's gonna win. But you just on a weekly basis, you just didn't know what to expect. I think Wake Forest could be good. Not man. I don't know if I could go to 9 wins. I just think the conference got really good. I think that maybe you can't put everybody in the same win total. I think anywhere between 6 and 8 wins.
All right.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's
I think 9 is hard to duplicate, but who knows, man?
so. We about to get into it.
Yeah, we'll get into it, man. But I don't know if they win at all, man. It's tough. All right, so this is my dark horse, man, because like I said, Dave Dorian, they run the air raid, man. So
Mm-hmm.
they just sling it around. And you know how I feel about it. I say if you run the air raid, you can beat teams pretty often. Right? You can beat a lot of teams you're not supposed to by just throwing the ball 50, 60 times a game, right?
True.
So I don't know how to really gauge NC State, but they won the Gator Bowl or Gasparilla Bowl, should I say, against Memphis. Um, so that's my dark horse, though, right? Because they could easily go for 10 wins because they got a good quarterback.
Let's see what they got
But
this year.
I don't know, man. I like CJ Bailey though, but I'd be comfortable in the like the 6 to 9 range for real.
Okay, so this is one of the last teams, but this is a dark horse for me as well. So I just want to see what their schedule is. I think the last one I'll do is Virginia Tech. We got starting out the year with a real test. You got to go to Virginia week 1. I think that could be a real fight. Honestly, I want to see how they fight with Pribula versus Bailey. That could be a shootout. We got Richmond at home. We got to go to Vandy week 3. That's an. I think they could. I think they could have a chance to beat Vandy. To be honest with you, we got home against App State. We got home against Louisville. 3 straight home games. Home against Wake Forest. Then you got to go to Stanford. You get Cal at home. You get Duke at home. You get Syracuse at home. Got a bunch of freaking home games. Back to back to back, too. Then you got you got Syracuse at home. You got to go to Florida State. And then you finish out the year going to Chapel Hill against North Carolina. So I think they have a pretty favorable schedule outside of 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, the Wake Forest game is one I'm thinking about because, like I said, those two defensive ends, man, if they ain't blocking right,
Oh, he's taking off.
it's gonna be a long day for CJ Bailey, man. So like I said,
But
I think it's gonna. I don't think people pay attention how important like having good offensive tackles is.
mhm.
So we'll see, man. But uh, I'm comfortable in the 6 to 9 range, though. Not 6 to 9. I mean 8 to 10. I think they could get. I think they could get to 8 to 10.
I'll give him 8 or 9
Yeah.
because I really like and they're always getting guys drafted too. They always have guys making it pro. I like what they're doing. And I think CJ Bailey could make another big leap this year. I think they could be dangerous. So I'd say 8 to 9. I think this could be another year where you got a bunch of teams sitting there like the 8 to 9 wins again. So
I agree. I agree. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. All right, where we at? Where we at? I don't know who this is next. I forgot. All right, we
Cal.
got Cal, man. All right. All right, so for the sake of this slide, man, we gonna call him JKS, man. Uh, because he good as hell, dog. Like he good, man. That last year, man, he showed a lot. I think he was on ESPN one of them games and he tore it up. So was that the Miami game? I think it was
Yep.
where Miami had to come back and at the last minute. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so shout out to Hawaii though, because Hawaii beat them in the Hawaii Bowl of all things, right? But like I said, I think this Tosh Lapoy keeping Duran was a good move. Like you needed to keep him because I think it gets you a good starting point. Now the question is how good or bad is Cal going to be? Because in this world of the transfer portal, he could be a real good pickup for somebody like Oregon. Hell, he could go back to Hawaii and sling it over there. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying, man. So, but nonetheless, I think they might still be at 7 wins. I give them 7. That's the highest I go.
They're going to be bowl eligible. 6 to 7. I just
Yeah.
think the ACC, like the teams that are going to be good, I think they're just going to be overall better than Cal. I think they can surprise some people, but I can't give them anything higher than 7. So they're going to be going bowling, 6, 7 wins. I think I feel good about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Tasha Boy though, man.
Mm.
All right, man.
Dabo.
All right, so let's talk about the fallen star of the ACC, man. Let's talk
Mm-hmm.
about it. Because when you're looking at Clemson, you're looking at Clemson like they've fallen from grace that they were in like the late 2010s, should I say? I mean, the transfer portals hit them hard because Dabo doesn't want to. He don't want to really embrace it. He embraces it a little bit because
Here and there.
they got some transfers and shit like that. But the biggest problem is on the screen right now, right? Look how many people are on the staff that's making decisions on the daily, right? You got
Mm-hmm.
Garrett Riley, one of the hottest candidates to get a job next season because he's been pretty good. Then you got Matt Luke, former head coach of Ole Miss. Then you got Tom Allen, who was coaching Indiana for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just think a lot of their problems is that it's too many cooks in the kitchen, right? You got a co-offensive coordinators, right? You got co-defensive coordinator. It's just too many people in the kitchen for Clemson right now. And I think that's the biggest issue that they have coming into this season. All right, Clemson's got, like I said, Clemson's has quite, like I said, going to Clemson is big, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got a history of winning now. But if Dabo want to keep this thing going, man, and try to get back into the tops of what the ACC is, like he's gonna have to embrace the
Transfer.
transfer portal, but he's also gonna have to limit how many people have talking power, right? Like I get it, you want to do the CEO, right? But it worked for Saban because Saban literally let them do what they do, right? But they were all proven people, right? You think of all the assistants that Saban had, they all knew what to do, right? I seem like a lot of these guys know what to do, but they still like unproven of sorts, you know? So it's too many, it's like it's too many
I
cooks for me,
just,
man.
I think Clemson is on a major downfall right now. Like I don't want to hit the red alert button, but I kind of feel like Clemson's in that spot. Like they can recruit. He's a good coach, national champion, but I'm not saying his message has gotten stale, but I don't see him changing. I don't see him changing, and other teams are in the conference are adjusting, and they're asserting they want to be ACC champions. They want to be that perennial powerhouse, and I don't like where Clemson's at. Last year they had such a talented team, and it was absolutely terrible. Talent, front to back, offense, defense, loaded, and you come out with 7 wins and you go 500 in the conference. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It's terrible. And I just don't see anything Clemson did in the offseason. It makes me think they're going to be substantially better because I don't see it. I don't. It would be a stretch for me to say Clemson wins 8-9 games because I don't see it. I don't. I want to respect Dabo, but like you're not doing anything to better your program and to get yourself back to where you were at. The game has changed. You have to adjust. You have to.
Yeah, man.
Clemson will be bowl eligible. I give them 6 wins. I'm not giving them more than 6.
Yeah, and then they got the career backup starting at quarterback this year.
I don't feel confident in them at all, Cam.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything crazy, and they underperformed so bad last year that it was embarrassing.
Yeah.
500 in the conference, Cam. 500 in the conference, and you're nowhere in the conversation, and Duke wins the conference. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, man. It feel like everybody done caught up to him.
Exactly. He had a 30-second head start in the relay, and now he's gassed, and everybody's passing him up now.
Yeah, man. Nasty work, man. But like I said, Dabo's a made man, so it's not really. It don't affect him, but.
Got the throwback. Andrew Luck. He's not playing quarterback, guys. Don't get
he's not playing quarterback. But for the sake of this slide, man, I had to let y'all know that they both played quarterback at Stanford. Just Andrew Luck is the GM, and Tavita Pritchard is the head coach, right? So obviously we talked about Stanford. We don't have to go too long. Stanford's got a lot of problems, man, but as we mentioned earlier, they got one of the best corners in the league, man. So it should be interesting to see what they do. But I mean, he can only do so much with just a shutdown corner, man. He needs some help. But they in a rebuilding phase, and like I said, Andrew Luck's got a vision for how he thinks Stanford should be. Hell, he was one of the best players in Stanford history. So, like I said, he knows what he's doing. And it's just good to see Andrew Luck doing what he wants to do, man, as far as football is concerned, because we know how his NFL career ended.
Did you hear the story? Like because when it happened when he retired, we didn't get a whole lot of background. Did you hear Eric Ebron kind of explain what happened there?
Yeah, it's like they forced
him out. They said, "Look, either you're gonna play or you're gone." And he's like, "Dude, like I am not healthy." He's like, "You have to let me get healthy. I'm more than willing to play." And I'm just like, "Dude, you waited so long to protect this man, and he tried playing through injury all those times, and you finally get him help, and he's just trying to recoup so he can get you where you need to be." And you're like, "Nah, we're gonna pull the plug." Like, what? Like, are you nuts? But I mean, Stanford's in a weird spot. I love the fact that he's in charge. I don't feel like they fit in this conference at all. I feel like Stanford would have been great had they still been in the Pac-12 this year. Being that they retooled the conference, I think Stanford could have did really good in the Pac-12 now. I feel like they could have had more stride. I don't feel like they fit, but we'll see. It's good for Andrew Luck, like you said, to be back in the picture. It felt like he was in hibernation for a long time. It felt like I think he was really hurt, like inside about the way like things ended and, stayed away from the football world. But now him being back at his alma mater, trying to rebuild them from the ground up, is good to see. And I'm going to trust the process that he knows what he's doing and that they can get it figured out. I don't see them really winning much more than this year. I don't think they really have a whole lot. But you never know. Maybe they could be bowl eligible. You never know. You could be bowl eligible at 5-7 sometimes. You never know. Maybe they'll squeak 6. I'd like to think maybe Stanford could get a bowl game. If they can get to a bowl game, that'd be great.
Yeah, I think Stanford 6-6 would be the highest I'd be comfortable going. Like I said, they just need a lot of help. They gotta rebuild, man.
Mm-hmm.
But they in a good spot though. In a good spot. Like I said, you start off with some familiar faces. There you go. All right, man. Man. All right, hold up, man. I think I got the sound in here. I think I got the thing.
Let's see. I gotta pull this.
He's on fire.
Yeah, the seat is on fire.
Yes,
That's what it
sir,
is.
bro. Oh my God, the hottest seat. You can see this seat from the moon, bro.
You can see it from further than that, bro.
Oh man.
Man, how is this dude still got a job? Like, bro, Cam, let's talk about how they started hot last year. Boy, they beat Alabama in a game that Cam does not want to talk about. And boy, they were so hype. Oh, we're back. He's figured it out. We're back. And then they went straight down.
Yeah, they won what? One of their last 8?
Oh my gosh, they were horrid. And then when the AD and then came out and said, no, we're good with Mike Norvell. I'm like, dude, there's no way. That has got to be the thinnest line between love and hate. Like it's terrible. Like look at these games, bro. They start out at home against New Mexico State. They get SMU at home. They go to Alabama.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be turned up.
So they're 1-2 at that point. Y'all gonna bust it.
Yeah, we turned up. They had a lot to say after that game, bro.
Well, they have nothing to say after that one. They got home against Central Arkansas. Okay, so we'll say 2-2. They got home against Virginia. I don't know about that. They got at Louisville. I don't know about that. They got at Miami. That's not good. They got home against Clemson. It's a winnable game, maybe, depending if he's even there at this point. At Boston College. At Pittsburgh. You get NC State at home, and then you finish out the year with Florida coming to Florida State.
Yeah, man. I don't think he survived the season, dog.
I think he's gone.
Yeah, I don't think he survived the season, dog. I think it's over, dog. Because, like I said, man, last season was terrible. So you ain't really got no positive coming into this season. You lose Earl Little to Ohio State, so that's a defensive leader that you don't have. I haven't heard much news about them in the recruiting world, so they're not making no noise there. The transfer
not a desirable spot.
Yeah, so like you already know kind of the writings on the wall here. I like Norvell. Like I love the fact that they had that 13 win season, but I say this nicely. Norvell is done at Florida State, bro.
Yeah. I think Florida State finishes with 3 wins.
Like maybe 3 games into
3 is tops. I can't go any higher.
Yeah. If you look up and beat SMU, maybe that help you out. But I feel like his situation is gonna be sort of like a guy from Florida last year.
Yeah. Freaking
Napier.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like Napier last year, right? Where we string together some wins and then we might be close to 6-6. And then it's like, nah, bro, we done. We done with you.
I don't think he survived.
It might be like Bob Stoops, man. Not Bob Stoops, Mark Stoops, I mean, from Kentucky, where they was close to 6-6. They was like, well, maybe we can still keep them. Like,
And they're
Like
like, nah, bro, we can't keep doing this. They're like,
I
we
was
can't keep
like,
doing this.
I was like, hey, if he's 6-6, you can't fire him, bro, because he done done what he been doing.
They're
Like,
like, no, we can't accept this kind of behavior anymore. We need
I'm
more.
like, what you expect out playing in Kentucky, man? He doing
But
the best. He doing the
but
best
but
he can,
but
man.
Cam, there is no scenario where this Florida State team wins 5-6 games. There's no way. He's gone.
Yeah,
Like
nah,
like
man.
like when I look, like, bro, like, by let's week 6, you already got 1 L, 2 L's, 3 L's, 4 L's. Before you get to Miami, you already got 3 or 4 losses. And Miami's gonna beat the brakes off you if you're even still there at that point. He is not
Yeah,
surviving, bro. If he'd survive, I'd say they're incompetent at its peak. Because there's no way they're sniffing more than 3 wins, dog. No way.
if they would have just let Jimbo Fisher have the job, bro, they would be pretty good right now.
Jimbo's chilling. Jimbo's paid.
Yeah, he paid
Yes,
now, but I
he
mean,
paid.
shit. If he stayed with them after he
Oh
won
yeah,
that championship,
I
I think
agree.
they'd be good.
Now I will say, I would like to see Manny Diaz get this job. Or Rhett Lashley. I don't think Rhett Lashley would take this
Yeah,
job, but
yeah, yeah. You know what? I like Red Lashley. At least it give him a chance to score some damn points.
they suck, bro.
Like
Oh my gosh, they suck.
that's the whole thing, man. At least you give him a chance to
Or
score some
honestly,
points.
or honestly, I'll say one more name, and it does not make me happy to say this. If he gets fired and LSU's defense is top 25, top 15 again, I think this could be a good job for Blake Baker, to be honest. I know Florida State's a high profile job, but you know they're going to play really good defense.
Yeah, but they
Might be a
don't
big
really
jump,
put.
but
But they need somebody
I mean,
that.
I'd like Lashley the best, though. That's just me.
Yeah, I'd like Lashley the best because he's won with nothing
Hmm.
before, right?
And now he's in a pool where he can get whatever he wants.
Yeah, like when Norvell came from Memphis, he still had access to a lot of good players, right?
Mhm.
But SMU didn't necessarily have the best shit going on,
He built them up.
right? So if he takes over Florida State, right, they're not gonna have many players, right? So he could squeeze whatever's out of what players are there and then add to it. So that's what I like. I like a player, I like a coach that when you're entering a program that was up here and now they down here, right? You gotta win with what's there first, right?
Mhm.
Or at least a little bit. And then you add to the pieces, and then we start to do that, right?
But
But
if that happens, you heard it here first. If Norvell gets canned and Lashley goes to Florida State, we take credit for that.
yeah, because that's the spot, man. That's the spot, man.
It's a good program. It's got great history. You just need someone who can really come in there and make some noise.
Yeah, because I mean, shit. Think about the coaches they done had so far, right? You
Dude,
go from
since Bobby Bowden, since Jimbo Fisher, how long ago was that, Cam? 20.
13.
No, he was out there after 13, huh? Or he left after that? No, he was still there after Jameis, huh?
Yeah, he was still there.
So let's say 2015, 2016, maybe.
Yeah,
So what, 10 years?
yeah.
How many
So
coaches, Cam? Like a handful of guys already?
I mean, shit. We gotta start with with fucking Bowden, right? You got Jimbo, who was the coach in waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Willie Taggart.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then Mike Norvell, I think.
I thought they had another guy in between. Maybe not.
Shit, it don't matter. He ain't there no more. And shit, the way this is going, shit, neither is Mike
But
Norvell, man.
I think
So
he's not a terrible coach, bro. But that's over with.
speaking of terrible
Apple
coaches,
Hill Bill.
speaking of terrible coaches, at least at this level, what the fuck, man? Oh my god, this is terrible, dog.
Hey, hey,
I
I
would have just stayed with Mac Brown, bro.
man, look, bro. I think North Carolina actually might be better, bro. They've actually done pretty good in recruiting, like better. I think Chapel Hill Bill can get bowl eligible this year.
I mean, that's cool, man. But goddamn, my man
Mac
got
Brown was
eight.
getting too
My
old, bro.
man got 8 Super Bowls. Why are you even here?
He's bored, bro. The girlfriend can't keep him young enough. He's got a coach
Why are you
still.
even here? You got 8 Super Bowls. You should not be here.
And this is like this is the funny shit. Now it's kind of off topic, but like I've been having these discussions on Facebook about the Mahomes and Chiefs thing, and I'm like, well, like you can't bank on winning all these Super Bowls because Andy Reid's going to have to retire at some point. Dude's old. You're like, oh, Bill Belichick still coaching at North Carolina. I'm like, bro, that's an anomaly. Okay, like this is not normal football
Like, you
behavior.
don't want to be here. What's wrong with you? You don't want to do this. Like, I'm just,
Oh
this is
man,
nasty,
Chapel
man.
Hill Bill.
Like, this is ridiculous. I hate seeing him in these colors, bro. I really do. I hate seeing him in college. I don't like it. I just, it's nasty, man. It don't work. This is Shaq to the Celtics, bro. This is what is this, man?
Oh, is this
This
like?
is
Would you say this is
Allen
like Bill?
Iverson.
Hey, this is like
Allen
Bill.
Iverson on the Pistons, bro.
This
This
is
is
like Bill
bad.
Parcells to the Jets.
Even that wasn't that bad.
No, but like I'm just saying. But like, think about it. Oh, AI to the Pistons was bad though.
Yeah, that's this level of bad, bro. I don't like it, dog. And it's not like I said, and it's not like I don't think Bill Belichick can do it, man. You've been out of college football for like 50
30.
years. You know how much has
Oh,
changed
man.
in 50 years of college football, bro?
Still got. I mean,
He was at like Army or something in 1970, bro.
I'm
You
dying.
should not be here.
I'm
You got,
rolling. Oh my god.
bro, you got 8 Super Bowls. You should not be at North Carolina, bro.
I
I'm
really want to
sorry.
know. I really want to. I would
Like,
love to just talk to him and be like, Bill, like, I don't need to know everything, but like, what is going through your head? Like, what is that? Like, what do you have to prove? Like, is it
bro,
to yourself? Is it to like the people? Like, are you trying to stick it to the NFL? Like, I just want to talk to you, Bill. Like, what's going on? Like, are you bored? Like, does she not like keep you entertained enough? Like, or I think he's just been around it so long, he just does not want to let go. To be honest with you, I think he wants to be able to prove to himself that he can do it. Because I mean, things did not end well in Foxborough for Coach Bill Belichick. So I mean, he gets to go to a place where he's has some familiarity. He's a fan. He grew up around North Carolina. He thinks, man, if I can win there and ride off into the sunset, but man, Bill, this is what I'm gonna tell you. You ain't never gonna watch this video, but if you're watching this video, if by some chance in the next couple of years you find a way to win the ACC, I would retire after that. Like, because like Cam said, there's nothing else to do, bro. Like, you're
that's what
good.
I'm saying,
You
man.
got
Like,
Bill
dude,
Russell type of rings on. Like,
yeah, dude, like you don't need to be here. This is beneath you. You are a Hall of Fame
like
coach.
questionably the greatest coach of all time.
Like in any sport.
Yeah.
Like it's not just the greatest football coach, like the greatest coach in any sport. And you at North Carolina, bro. But you know what? I've been saying it since I've been here, right? That North Carolina and Duke are transitional jobs, right?
Oh, you think
So
Bill Belichick gonna try to move up?
so if you can win here, you truly are the greatest. Because what the fuck, man? It's like, goddamn, bro. He like 70. He got like
Hey,
grandkids. What are you doing here?
I got a really good laugh out of this. I needed that. That was
Oh my
what is there
god.
to do? What are you doing here?
Like, this is ridiculous, man. But you know what? For the sake of the slide, bro, like Melcart is gonna be a pretty good defensive end. I mean, Belichick knows defense, so I expect him to be because I think he had like 10 sacks last year. So like he's gonna be a pretty good thing. Now the question is, how good is he gonna be on this team per se? But nonetheless, dog, I don't know, man. This shit's stupid.
Coach
I don't
Bill,
know. This
I
shit,
love you, Coach Bill. I'll give you 6 wins. Y'all
it's,
going bowling, Coach Belichick. Coming
yeah,
from a Patriots fan, y'all going bowling. Y'all going in 6 games this year.
yeah, that shit, that shit's
What you
stupid.
think?
And I hated this shit to begin with, dog.
How
But
many wins they gonna have?
5, 5, 5 or 6.
Okay, we'll take
5 or 6, man. That's it, man.
just because it's Chapel Hill Bill.
Yeah, just 5 or 6. Anything less, man. This is ridiculous, bro. This is what they thought Supergirl was gonna be. That shit is ass. This is terrible, man. But what's not terrible is Virginia Tech football, man. All right. So what's the crazy part? Like I said, what's the crazy part about Virginia Tech, right? Is that they've been kind of looking for their next coach after Beamer left. I want to say Beamer so bad. After Coach Beamer left, man, he left such a great a great run with them, right? He took them to good heights, national championship game in 99 or 2000 or whatever. But after that, it hasn't been that fun, right? Virginia Tech's been up and down, and more downs than ups, should I say, right? But James Franklin is a school builder. He built Vandy into some shit. Then he built Penn State into some shit, right? So now he about to build this school into some shit, all right? You know, like he took them schools from shitty situations, bro. Like Vanderbilt was nothing until he got there, right? Penn State had their best run since Paterno.
Yeah, I mean, Bill O'Brien had them at least out of mediocrity, but James Franklin brought them back to relevancy, I feel like.
I could agree with that. All right. But the crazy part is he hired the coach before him.
Dude, that's out of pocket, bro. Brent Pry gets fired, and like a month later, Coach Franklin's like, yo, come run my defense. Like, that's cool. I thought that was really cool because Brent Pry is not a bad defensive mind. He just
Hell no, he
just
one of
couldn't
the
get
best.
it just couldn't get it done as the head coach. So
He's like,
you get some
man, look,
you get some
what
valuable insight.
you gonna take away my head coaching duties? Hell shit, sign me up. I hate that shit anyway. I hate doing that shit anyway, man. I want to coach defense, bro. We got the best defense in the conference. Fucking with me. I wish I could have just coached defense, man. I tried.
He's like, I didn't know what I was getting myself
He's
into.
like, night Terry. He's like, shit, I'm good. I'm cool, man. I'm good, bro. They paying me and I get to stay.
I love it. I thought that was
love it too.
another very underrated hire. Very outlandish, but great hire.
Yeah,
A rehire.
man. Because what was really bad about his last couple of days in Penn State was that he hired a defensive coordinator that was ass. Like universally ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody who's anybody said that this hire was like made no sense. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I think he wanted to get his guy, right? So I think he's like, man, he knows the roster. He's probably a good recruiter. So he might as well go ahead and let's get it done, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So let's focus on defense. Let's get it going, man. But like I said, I think their whole defensive scheme centers around Kamari Copeland, right? I think he's a beast. So like they gonna carry him, but they gonna get way more than 3 wins. I think.
Well, I want to hear what you say.
I think 7 or 8.
I think 6 to 7.
Yeah.
I think just off the energy alone, like people are gonna go, oh, well, they don't have nothing. I'm like, bro. And I told you this last week when Penn State came up. James Franklin hijacked Penn State. James Franklin's like, oh, yo, you gonna fire me? That's cool. All those guys on your roster right now, I'm taking them guys. And all those guys I had recruited to come to your school, I'm taking those guys too. they coming with me. So he got a lot of really good talent, both in recruiting and starters and players on Penn State to come with him to Virginia Tech. I think it is more than plausible to see the Hokies at 6 to 7 wins. I know some people would think that's probably crazy. I love what Virginia Tech's doing from top to bottom, from coaches to players. I love it. Are they ACC champion? No. But I love what they're doing. I love the players he brought in. They going bowling, 6, 7 wins.
I would agree. You get an agreement out of me. I like that whole thing. All right, man. Yeah, this shit over, bro. I don't even want to talk
Bill
about
O'Brien, like, you're cool people, bro. Man,
no, he's not, bro. No,
I'm a
he's
Patriots fan. He helped us win Super Bowls, bro.
That's fine, but he ruined Alabama at the same time, bro. He ruined Deshaun Watson.
I thought you said that you were okay with him now.
No, I'm not.
Okay,
Because he keep getting mobile quarterbacks and don't like them. What's the point?
Okay, let's see what they got going on. Okay, they go to Cincinnati.
I
don't know. Cincinnati's probably gonna be trash this year too. They lost Sorsby and some other people. Okay, you gotta go play home against Rutgers. That's an L. You got Maine at home. You can beat Maine.
Man, fuck no. They can't beat Maine. Fuck no. They can't beat Maine.
They got Virginia Tech at home. They got to go to SMU, home against Pittsburgh, at Georgia Tech, at Duke. And this one might be a win. Home against Florida State. At Notre Dame. They're going to get annihilated. They got home at Notre Dame, home against Syracuse, and then they finished at Miami. Lord have mercy. They might
be worse. They might be worse, bro. God damn. But that's my point, man. He keep getting mobile quarterbacks, but he don't know what to do with them, right? Like you think, all right, he won them Super Bowls with y'all. Cool, right? But then he goes to fucking Houston.
Oh, man, remember that collapse game? Remember when they played the Chiefs in the playoffs and they had the game and they completely choked it? Oh my gosh, they gave up like 28 points or 21 within like 8 minutes or some crazy. I forget what it was. But yeah,
man. And then like I thought Thomas Castellanos was a pretty good quarterback for them because they ran the ball pretty good. And you got a running quarterback, right? Obviously, he has to learn to throw better, but that's your job. You a quarterback whisperer. You supposed to help this guy. And then you go to Alabama, right? And you just want like, oh, well, I think Jalen Milroe should play a different position. I'm like, do you see what kind of talent that this guy has? All you have to do, if you're the coach, is help him learn how to play the position better. That's kind of what a coach is supposed to do.
Cam wants all the smoke with Bill Belichick and his disciples today.
Man, they all trash, bro. They're terrible. Everybody. Like, all right, the best one was Romeo Crennel. That's it.
McDaniels is a bad head coach, but he's one of the best offensive coordinators we've seen.
Started on McDaniels.
Offensive coordinator, not head coach.
Head coach, no, he was ass. That boy terrible.
He was cheating with the Raiders. They were freaking watching practice.
Man, that boy cheating. That's why he's so good. He learned from the best.
I was watching Raw Room, and I forget who it was, but they were playing on the Raiders, and like they go into the meetings. And you know how for games, like they go over, okay, well, if McDaniel's like, okay, on defense, if you're here and here, you're always gonna get a stop, yada yada. And the guy's like, man, we start playing, bro, we start winning. I'm like, God damn, we're freaking good. And then freaking they kind of caught cheating. He's like, man, then we start losing. We freaking trash. And then he got fired. We suck. Like,
and I'm telling you, no, man.
Great offensive coordinator, not a good head coach.
Yeah, that boy ass, man.
He's good at developing quarterbacks.
That boy is terrible, man. Like he was the Broncos and then the Raiders, and then he had another head coaching job too.
It's just those two.
They both was ass. They was terrible, man. Nah, he had the Colts too. He had accepted the job with the Colts and then reneged on it like 2 weeks later.
Oh, so he pulled the Liam Cohen.
Yeah, he's like, I don't really want to go. That's why the Colts was so mad because they had started hiring assistants for him. It's like,
But
who
there's
the fuck
no
is this guy?
there's no love lost between Cam and Bill O'Brien. Moral of the story.
Dog, man, they are terrible, dog. Who else got a head? Adam Gase.
Brian Flores is a good one. He is not bad, bro. Brian Flores is a good one.
Tried to sue the NFL.
And he's still waiting to get another head coaching job, which he's still close to getting. But Brian Flores is the one exception outside of Romeo Crennel.
Man, shit is crazy, man.
But
yeah,
Boston College
is
1-7.
Who the fuck do they got? They got a good safety though. Like he was in my top 10 as far as safeties because
they got some decent players, but they are not going to win many games.
Yeah, no. But you know what? I think Syracuse, man, Fran Brown's
I think they'll turn it around. Just a
I think last season they started off good and then their quarterback got hurt. And then in the little report I was reading, the starting quarterback gets hurt, and then the backup's ass, and then he's like, "All right, well, I'm just gonna put in the younger player," and he was terrible too.
I feel like we've seen something like that with somebody else. It's like every other option was just not gonna work. Like,
yeah, shit, Kentucky, man. Yeah, Kentucky. Remember the time they ran out of quarterbacks, so the receiver had to play?
Oh, bro, that happened to LSU before too. That happened when Ed Osterall was on the way out because it was like Johnson wasn't playing. There was somebody else, and then they didn't want to burn Nussmeier's red shirt, so we had like I forget what his freaking name. He played receiver. We ran some like hybrid freaking wildcat offense. We had no quarterbacks at all, but dude said one's bad. Let me put the other one in. That one's bad too. Like, well,
I felt like Fran Brown was like, all right, man,
just
this
run the ball.
season's done, dog. We'll pick this up. Yeah, we'll pick this up next year, man.
Hey, that makes me think. Remember how like the year before, like they lost the game, and he's like making them do sprints and shit. After last year, he's like, nah, y'all can just take it to the house, bro. Don't even worry about it.
He's like, man, ain't nothing for me to say to y'all after this ass whooping. Like, y'all done. Like, we'll pick this up later. Now, like I said, I think Fran Brown's a great coach, man, because I think we both was kind of like the DB coach for Georgia got a head coaching job.
I love him at Syracuse.
Yeah, so I like it. I like it a lot, and he's an interesting coach too.
I think they can. I think they get back to at least 5 wins. Like they're going in the right direction.
I think they get bowl eligible. I think so. I think they got a lot of good players. And who the fuck did they bring in? They got some options at quarterback too. If their quarterback's not ready to play, because I think he had like a broken leg or something like that. But they brought in Malachi Nelson, right? So like he's the fallen 5-star from whoever. He's at USC, I think. So. So, like, he's been everywhere. So, hopefully, he got a slice of humble pie, and maybe he can play for Syracuse at some point. But
yeah, because Nelson was at Boise State.
I thought he would kill there, bro. I was like, yo, you ain't get a chance to play at USC, which is fine, right? But you go to Boise, I'm like, yo, you gonna make a killing, dude.
That's what we thought. That's what we thought. He lost in summer ball or whatever.
I was like, damn. Then he went to UTEP and didn't really play or didn't play at all. And
TJ Finley 2.0.
Yeah, but at least TJ played.
TJ did play.
All right, man. So we gotta talk about Notre Dame. Obviously, we get them out the way. But CJ Carr is gonna be good. I I think next year he's probably better than he is this year. Like I think he was so good last year, and I think he's gonna be good. But the finished product is gonna be 2 years from now. Like he's gonna be one of the best quarterbacks in college
Oh,
football.
by his junior year, yeah.
Yeah, so I think you're gonna see less growing pains than you saw last year. So
Bruh. They about to piss me off with this schedule. I don't want to hear none of them whine if they miss the playoffs this year, Cam. They
what
get
they play, they
they
play,
get
uh, they play the
it's
JV team.
Cam, like you go through this first half of the schedule and you tell me what you think. Home against Wisconsin. Home against Rice. Home against
Yeah,
Michigan State. At Purdue. At North Carolina. Home against Stanford. At Navy. Home against Miami. Finally, we get some competency here. Home against Boston College. Home against SMU. And then at Syracuse.
yeah, there might be one loss in there.
That's a cupcake ass schedule.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
get the NCAA to freaking hand you a stupid freaking if you ranked at 12 rule to make the playoffs, and you can't even put better teams on your schedule.
yeah.
Come on, man.
I mean, they're gonna
Come
be,
on. They gonna
they're
win.
gonna
Yeah,
be
they gonna win
now.
at least
Now
10,
look,
11 games.
the schedule itself is not pretty, but Notre Dame's still a good ass team though.
They are, but it's just
They got
annoying.
some good. They got a good. They got a good cornerback, man. Moore or some Leonard, something like that.
One of
But
the best
he's
corners in
good.
the country. Leonard
Yeah,
Leonard Moore, I think.
yeah. So like a lot of people was talking about my list, like Moore number one. I'm like, you not looking at what I'm looking at. All right, the cornerback at Mississippi State is good as fuck.
Hey, Mississippi State got some good players. They got a
I'm
freaking
telling you,
baller at
bro.
quarterback too.
Y'all, y'all sleep, man. Y'all
Don't sleep
sleep
on
on
them.
Pelly Jones, dog. He's 6'4", almost 200 pounds, bro. He got like Wimby arms, bro. Like he'll slap you from the other hash.
Like how like the Richard Sherman era, like those big tall
Yeah,
corners.
bro, he hella good. Like I like Leonard Moore. I think technically he's like the best. But when you talk about like measurables, I kind of like that too.
But we can both agree Notre Dame's in the 10 to 11 win range.
Yeah, yeah, they in the playoffs, bro.
I hope they get smacked. I hope they get smacked so bad.
I hope they get smacked like Ohio State used to. Well, Ohio State used to get torched,
No, I
bro.
hope they get smacked by somebody they're not supposed to get smacked by. I hope they get
Yeah,
smacked by somebody they ain't supposed to.
shit. You remember
I hope
what?
Navy gives them a scare.
You remember what Bama did?
Who? Oh yeah, I would love to see that again.
Shit, 2 times.
I hope Miami beats the brakes off of them. I hope
Yeah,
Miami runs all over them.
yeah, we fucked Notre Dame up too many times. That's why the football guys had to stop us, bro. It's like no, 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 no. You don't
You
do that.
cannot do that.
You don't do that. Y'all getting out of hand. You are cursed. Man, we was
You
cursed
are
for like
cursed. You are
yeah,
cursed. You are cursed.
like you are cursed on the Danhausen, bro. Y'all, you are done. Like they cursed us for 2 years, bro. We got the kick six. We was chilling, dog. We was chilling, dog. Think about it. Think about it, man. The 2 years we was cursed by beating Notre Dame like that, right?
I bet you're
We
the only
was
person that
chilling.
believes this.
We was about to have the most dominant run in college football history, bro. It's about to win 3 championships in a row. Then we do the kick six, and it's like, oh, okay, whatever, right? And then the next season we beaten Ohio State 21-6, and then we just can't stop nobody. Nobody. I'm like, damn, that's crazy, right? And then just when we thought the curse was over, right? Nick Saban woke up one morning and started Cooper Bateman at quarterback.
Whew, I'm
I don't
crying.
know.
I'm
I don't
crying,
know.
dog.
I
I am
don't know.
literally.
I don't know
I'm.
what type of oatmeal pie he had that
Nah, he had a
morning,
bad. He had a bad batch, Cam. That was a bad one.
but Cooper Bateman wasn't shit. I was
I'm
like, he
dying.
wasn't.
I'm. I'm
I was
crying,
like,
dog.
yo. I was like, Jay Coker sat behind fucking Blake Sims the year before, and I was like, okay, because he won the team. That's cool. But Cooper Bateman ain't won shit. I was like,
Look,
you gotta be kidding me. And then you want to put Coker in there. But then, okay, after all of that, the curse was resolved, and then we won another national championship. But I tell you, don't be trying to beat up on Notre Dame, man. It's not gonna go well for you.
man, I hope Notre Dame beats them boys in the next Tuesday.
You wouldn't say that if
Like,
LSU did it, because then y'all be in the fucking tank.
if we go on to win a natty the same year, I'm okay with it. I can survive a few years in curse. Like, if Lane wins
No,
a
you
freaking.
can't, man. That shit is rough. That
What you
shit is
mean?
rough.
It's been rough. What you
Man, it
mean?
was rough, man. Shit.
You
We
see
and
what
we
happened
in a
after? You
then
see
we
what
in a
happened after?
curse.
Oh man, you see what happened after we won the natty? That was pretty rough.
Nah, we in a curse right now.
Are y'all in the curse right now?
Yeah.
What? I thought you wasn't cursed no more.
Man, nah, we beat them a second time bad.
I remember that.
Yeah, we beat that
Oh,
ass.
wasn't that? That's when they had Ian Book, I think, when they made the playoffs. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember now. Yeah.
Najee Harris just jumping over people and shit. Like Devontae Smith tearing people to shreds. Like we beat the shit out of them.
Look, I'm not trying to be a Notre Dame hater, but like, bro, if you're gonna cry and whine to the NCAA, put another good team on your schedule. If you're not gonna be in a conference, give us no reason to doubt that you are that team. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you have a lot of talent, but you could have put another good team on that schedule. I bet you I was too scared to put Ohio State on that schedule. I bet you I was too scared to put Texas on that schedule. I bet you was too scared to put Alabama on that schedule.
No. I'll put us on there.
Don't put us on the schedule.
We ain't trying to do that, man.
We're not trying to be cursed for another 10
No,
years.
we
That's
good
too much
on
bad.
Notre
He's like,
Dame.
that's too much bad juju, bro.
Yeah, man, that's like the Auburn of the North.
Y'all gonna play Notre Dame again, beat them, and then y'all gonna get Chad Morris as y'all head coach.
Oh, please, never. Man, no, Chad Morris ain't even got. I ain't worried about that shit. Chad Morris
Bill
ain't even
O'Brien.
close.
Bill O'Brien.
Hell no, man.
Mike
Bruh,
Norvell.
if you can't win at Boston College, dog, you ain't gonna win at Bama either. Like hell no. Like that's a transitional job to another transitional job.
You're not even getting to Duke with that job.
Hell no, bro. Your next stop is probably Toledo. After Boston College, bro. Like Toledo got better standing than Boston College right now. They still living off of fucking Doug Flutie's fucking Heisman moment.
Like it happened a couple years ago. They still living off of Matt Ryan being a top 10 pick.
Like, nah, man, Doug Flutie the best ever, man. I'm like, yo, you do know that was 84, right?
You know Matt Ryan's an MVP, right?
Man, that team should have won something, bro. They was good. And then they just guess you started to see what happened later.
With who? Oh man.
I love Matt Ryan, bro, but you ain't gonna live that
Bro,
shit down, dog.
that is one of the nicest guys that like everybody gives him shit. Like Cam Jordan, like sacked him the most out of anybody, and anytime he sees him, he goes up on him and like grabs him like he's gonna sack him. I'm like, he's traumatized, bro.
He's like another one.
In my DJ Khaled voice.
Yeah, dog. Like I don't know, man.
Oh
He's a good ass quarterback, bro. But you ain't gonna live that game down because there's so much that went wrong that could have been avoided.
It went so good. It went so good.
Like,
Oh
I
my
mean, it
gosh.
went good for the Patriots, but
Oh
you
my
just
gosh, it went so good. You'll never live it down. We will never let them live that down. We
that
will
was terrible,
never.
bro.
We will never let you live that down, Falcons. We will never. That was your best shot. It's done. If you would have beat the GOAT in the Super Bowl, you would have had to do nothing the rest of your existence. But now that's just the biggest what if. Y'all are cooked. They're cursed. You could have sworn they
Yeah,
beat
they
Notre
done.
Dame.
Yeah, they done, dog. They done, man. But nonetheless, man.
Oh man, that was good. That was
All
good.
right, so we're gonna end on the season predictions, man. So give me your conference champion or your conference championship game, and then I guess your conference winner.
I've got SMU and Miami in the ACC championship game. I think it's just the two clear-cut best teams. I think you have some other good teams that could be in the running, but I think Miami's talent is just superior damn near to anybody outside of SMU. And I think SMU's ready to make that jump. They made the playoffs before. I think this team is much better than that team, and I just think they're ready to rock and roll. So I'm gonna roll with Miami and SMU. I think Miami squeaks it out. I think Miami wins the ACC. I don't think they win it very convincingly, and both teams get into the playoffs. I don't think the ACC is going to get 3 teams in unless the top is just like stupid heavy. Like I've got those two making the playoffs with Miami winning the conference.
You know what? I got SMU and Miami as well, but I got SMU winning the conference though.
I thought about it. Even up until I said it, I was still wrestling with it.
I got SMU winning the conference, man. But once we get into the national championship picture, bro, I think if Miami loses this game, bro, they gonna be on a death march.
well, just like last year, they're gonna be like, "Oh, okay, let me in the playoffs, and I'm gonna finish the job this time."
Yeah, dog, they lose the ACC title, bro. They gonna be on a death march.
Hey,
Anybody they play in the playoffs,
you can't penalize them for losing the title game. So if you put them in the playoffs, just expect them to want to finish the job they didn't do last year.
Yeah, they gonna beat up on everybody, bro.
I mean, bully them
Yeah,
because they went on a run last year after they lost.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And then, like I said, but
so you're pretty much saying if SMU wins the conference, Miami's probably going to win the national championship.
Yeah. So maybe I don't want that to happen, bro. but nah, it should be fun, man. But yeah, that's what I got though for that, man. But
we're on similar pages, which is kind of cool because we don't.
ACC is gonna be fun though.
For anybody who's just now watching, we don't rehearse. We don't have a script. We don't discuss like we sometimes will go back and forth. Like we talk almost every day, but like in regards to this stuff, like we don't. So it's cool because we don't really know what the other person's gonna say. So when you're like, oh, y'all agreed on this and that, and it's like, no, like we do our own research, on our downtime, but we don't know what the other person's gonna say. So for the most part, yeah, we're usually on the same spectrum, but we don't always have the same results though.
Yeah, nah, man, we literally the same fan, just different colors, dog. That's it. I'd be like, hey man, what about such and such? You like, yo, I was just gonna say that. So, but yeah, but like I said, we hope you guys enjoyed the latest preseason breakdown. Like I said, man, make sure y'all follow us on our respective Facebook pages. Man, we do a lot of different work on there. I clip up the show, man, so everybody can kind of get a feel for it, and then I put the whole show in the comments, so you guys can check it out. Brandon does a lot of good commentary on some of these pro football players podcast, which not everybody should have, but he does some commentary though.
I love Chris Carter. I think Chris Carter is one of the best analysts.
Yeah, I do too.
I love because he never has crazy takes, and he always has a good reason behind what he says. So like you're not gonna hear me argue with him too much about like what he says. Now when you get the guys like Ryan Clark and other people like that, it's like, yo, you just got to throw the clipboard out the window on that one. Like, it's just terrible. He used to be good, Cam. At one point, he used to be good.
I love the guys on the pivot, man, because you got 3 of the players that I really liked coming up. Obviously, Ryan Clark being on the Steelers, I ain't like that shit too much. But I like the fact that he was knocking cats' heads off, man. Channing Crowder was knocking cats' heads off too, and then fucking Fred Taylor was a tank with ballerina shoes. Like, come on, man. So
they had a good show too. I like Raw Room. I like Raw Room.
Yeah, they be wilding.
They have everybody on talking about the
craziest stuff. They be wilding. I like Dunlap though. Dunlap is fucking hilarious.
Funny, bro. He is very funny. Between him and bro from LSU,
only thing I like about when he said about Mizzou, man, he was like, man, they ain't won shit. I was like, bro, we got these titles, bro. I'm like, we got 2 SEC East titles, bro. I think out of all the expansion teams, I think we've done the best.
Yeah,
like
I like him. He's funny, bro. He was talking about being hurt all the time. He's like, man, I was slipping them extra pills, bro. They wasn't counting them. I swapped out an ibuprofen bottle for this and that, and I'm just.
I was like, y'all was out here doing drugs.
Oh, another dude, I forgot what team he played for. He said he did that, and bro, he's like, man, I go out there, I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm blocking everybody. He said, man, we came back to watch film on Monday, and I wasn't doing nothing. He said.
That boy said
zooted, bro.
He took some heavy duty painkillers, bro. He's like, yo, the red one? I was like,
bro, he swore he was touching everybody, bro. He said they go back to roll the film. He's like, I wouldn't touch nobody, bro.
Like, that's crazy, man. The drugs, I want some of them painkillers.
It's good to see somebody, like Cam said, like you get a lot of former players and athletes that really don't belong on the platform. And then you get guys like that who just genuinely just have a good time. And an upstart guy, we had Braden Fajoko on like a month ago. He's going to be really good. I like him. I love his perspective. And he's not afraid to speak on things, and he at least knows what he's talking about. He's not just speaking crazy just to get clicks. You know what I mean? I think he'll end up being really good,
Yeah, I'm excited about that, man. But all right, man. I gotta pick up my little brother from work, man. So we're gonna get up out of here, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, man, and leave comments, man. Check out everything we got to offer, man. It's gonna be fun, and we'll catch y'all next week we'll get our interview going.
Peter Limbo, University of Buffalo. Check us out.
Yes, sir.